What's going on, working class hustlers? This video is going to talk about, is tactical arbitrage still worth it in the year 2020? And I'm going to tell you my 4 reasons why I think TA is still worth it. I'm going to show you exactly how it's helping me. We're going to compare how I'm doing now compared to how I'm doing, how I did when I recently made this same video. Okay. And I'm going to show you how you can get everything you need to be able to use the software Tactical Arbitrage. In about 10 minutes, you can be up and running. We're going to get going right now. Okay, working class hustlers, thanks for making a decision to join me and hang around. I really appreciate your time. And if you're interested in learning how to buy and sell on Amazon and get those profits, go ahead and click the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you can be notified every Thursday and every Friday. That's when we upload each week, and also you can be notified on Saturday. That's when we go live. You can join me, get to know me, ask questions, and just become a part of the working class hustler family. So we've got 4 reasons why I say tactical arbitrage is still worth it in the year 2020. Number 1, it's going to save you time. How does it save time? Well, it saves with automation. Anytime you can automate, it's going to save you time. If you're a working class hustler like me and the other hustlers out here, you got a job, you got a house, you got other things going on. And, arbitrage, let's face it, it's very labor intense. So it takes a lot of work. So whatever we can do to cut down on time is just great. And one of the things, for example, the software will actually notify you when your searches are complete, because you can have things going. You can actually have searches queued up. You can have up to 7 active searches, but in addition, you can still create searches and they're just sitting in the queue. And when there's room, it just automatically goes. So you can always have searches going. And so you can be notified when those searches are complete. Another feature that I really love is being notified when products come back into stock. If you're doing this, you're going to notice some of the best deals other people are taking advantage of, and it's all about being on time. You got to be moving. So why not be notified when that product that has such a great deal that was out of stock? Why not be notified by text and email? When it comes back into stock, you can jump on it and you can clear the shelves, guys. That's how you do this. Number 2, the software gives you so much information, and I'm going to demonstrate that when we get inside. There's a feature called Tactical Edge. I mean, it is wonderful. So, and another thing under number 2, the types of searches that you can perform. We're going to talk about product search. We're going to talk about reverse search. We're going to talk about always be scanning. So number 3, they are constantly improving on the software. So important. Okay. That is key. The guys, Alex Moss and the whole gang, they are constantly improving. I mean, I've been on this platform for a while now, and I can tell you they are just constantly making improvements, and the price point is really, really reasonable. Okay. And then we're going to talk about my final reason that I think TA is still worth it in 2020. I want to compare this software to lists. Lists are very powerful. You're going to hear successful people talking about lists. I'm going to show you how this software compares to a list. And in my opinion, it actually blows lists out of the water if you know how to use it. So let's do this. Let's go into my Seller Central account. And today is July the 22nd. The year is 2020. And we're going to look at today's sales so far. It looks like that's 2, but we're going to refresh that just to see if things might have changed. No, it did not. And if we look at the last 7 days, you can see what we've done. We'll quickly move on to 15 days. We'll look down at 30 days for the last running 30 days. So if you take today and you go back 30 days, we've done $16,171.78. But watch this. You have to understand, guys, I use tactical arbitrage. That's what the video is about, and that is the backbone of my business model. So here's what I want you to do. We're going to go in to my reports. We're going to look at year to date. We're going to apply that. Now, here's where you need to pay attention. Last year, we did $103,225.18, and here we are, coming up, finishing, we're a little bit more than halfway through the year, and look at how far we've already surpassed last year. Now we're at $115,001.79. Now, here's what I really want you to do. Look at, we did this video. Is tactical arbitrage still worth it in 2020? We did that back in May 15th, 2020. Now, Jim, show the screenshot of these same stats. Okay, we showed these stats. You guys know I'm transparent. I'm always showing my numbers. Let's look at how far we've come. If we're at 115,000 now, where were we for the year back in May? You see? So when I tell you that tactical arbitrage is working, I can show you the numbers. It really is working. Okay, guys, so now you can see we're in my tactical arbitrage account, and we're just on the home page. Really didn't go into the members area yet. But if you look at the pricing, get that to load, and we're talking on the monthly basis. This is most likely the package you would pick, just online arbitrage. That's got everything you need. It's plenty. And here you can see all that you would get, and you get a 7-day free trial. But if you use our link down in the description, you'll get an extra 3 days. So you'll get 10 days. But as we encourage you to sign up using my affiliate, we want you to be ready. So make sure you stay on this video all the way to the end, because we're going to show you how you can understand how to use the software. There's so much to it. We decided to add more value. It's not just about you signing up using my affiliate. It's about you signing up and getting a free 10-day trial. And when you get the 10-day trial, you want to be able to get right in. And here's what's going to happen. When you know what you're doing, so that you're not fumbling around, you can actually start making money. And by the time your 10-day free trial is up, you've already paid the cost of the software and more. So watch this. We're going to get into the area, and watch this. We're going to talk about the different types. You know, we talked about information. Okay, so watch this. When you go and you view your data, okay, what you can do, we're just looking at the data from a particular search, but watch this. When you click, look at all of the information that this software will put in front of you. You have to understand, when you're doing arbitrage, it is all about information. That is how you make your decisions. Okay? Look at, right away, we can see what the average 90-day price is, the average 90-day rank is. These are the types of things you want. Look at your graph. That's not a keeper graph. That's Tactical Arbitrage's history graph. Is just as good, guys. It's all I really use. Look at the number of sellers, whether they're merchant fulfilled, FBA. What is their stock? Are they back ordered? What would you make if you priced right around where they priced? What would your return on investment be? You see all of this information put right in front of you. That is so important. Okay, let's look at the different types of searches that you can do. That's another thing that we talked about. Okay, you can do what's called a product search. That's where you get to tell the software, hey, check this website. For example, Bed Bath & Beyond. You can tell that, look in on that site, look in these particular categories, look for this rank, this number of sellers, this profit, this return on investment, this margins. I mean, there's just so much you can do. But you look at the number of websites that you can do. It's just hundreds and hundreds of them. That's a product search. But then you also have your reverse search. Now, reverse search is where you tell the software not to go to a particular store. You tell the software, pick a category. For example, we're looking at home and kitchen, and you can tell the software, hey, look into, you can go deeper into the category. You can tell the software, hey, I mean, the software is looking at the top 300,000 in that category, and you can filter down just like any other search. But I mean, it is so so good. And remember, guys, another thing that I was talking about is when you talk about automation, okay, you can have so many, like I said, you can have so many searches going and it'll do up to 7. But then as you're continuing to add, it's always doing those searches for you. Those are going to be queued up. You can have the system, remember, it can notify you when a product is out of that was out of stock, when it comes back into stock. That's so important because a lot of times you're going to be finding products and some of the best deals won't be in stock. Be notified, take advantage and be notified when those products come back into stock. That is a wonderful feature. I can't stress it enough. Okay, it'll notify you when your searches are complete. That way you know, hey, time to go check my search results. Now, let's look at another feature. And before we even look into it, here's what I want you to think about. If you know anything about lists, being on lists, they're very good. A lot of successful people use them. How do lists work? You subscribe to them, you pay a fee, and you're going to get what you pay for. If you want a good list, you're going to pay good money, and it's worth it. But essentially, you get a list, typically through email, and it'll be something like a spreadsheet or something. You may get it twice a week. You may get it 3 times a week. It may be gated or ungated or mixed, whatever the case is. You have to understand something, guys. When you get on a list, you still have to do the work. You're not just gonna take the list and just buy items. You still have to check the items to see if it meets your criteria. So there's still going to be work involved. And you may get on a good list, you may get, I don't know, 5 to 10 products 2 to 3 times a week. Imagine getting thousands of products. Imagine being on a list where you're getting thousands of products each and every day. Watch this. The software has a feature called Always Be Scanning. Watch this. We'll click on that and pay attention to what this is doing. You're going to select the country that you're in. In most cases, it'll be US or Canada. You can have other keys so that you can get other countries. But here's my point. Look at the amount of products that are there. And what happens is every 28 days, whatever was brought in 28 days ago, all of those products drop off to make room for the new items. This search is unique to you. Everyone else isn't seeing the same products. This is unique. So it's even better than being on a list, because when you're on a list, everybody who's on that list is getting shown those products at that particular time. Okay? And you can filter by what you want. Watch this. If you go into the filter manager, okay, you can pick the websites that you actually want to source. Okay? You can uncheck the ones that you don't want. Look at your categories. You can pick what categories you want to actually see. Okay? When you're on a list, you get what you get. You know what I mean? Imagine having thousands of products and you being able to pare down. Look at when you get into your results. I mean, you can start figuring out what you want, different things. For example, you might want your sales rank to be in a certain range. You can pare it down to look at that. You might want your estimated monthly sales to be within a certain range. You can pare that down, guys. I mean, there's just so much you can do with the software. Compare that. Stop and think for yourself. Stop and think and compare this to being on a list. So guys, here's what you want to do. Go ahead, and what we did was this. I'm glad you hung around. What we decided to do, we came out with a lightning course, and the purpose is so that when you sign up for your free 10-day trial, you're ready to rock. It takes about 10 minutes to watch the video, and when you're done, you're ready to actually get in there and start searching. What you don't want to do is sign up for the free 10-day trial and then start fumbling around trying to learn the software. What you want is, but from the time you're ready and sign up, you're out there rocking. Okay? You want to know what you're doing. So watch that video now. That way you're ready. We'll see you there.